Hi everyone! Hello! Okay, so let's start. This is Zozo.
Hiya!
This is Xenia. This is Ben.
And this is Ildi.
Hi everybody! And this is the first ever channel update that we are doing. The four of us. This is eight, I know. The four of us together. Hi everybody! Is everybody in? Share some other footage with you from the event that we just participated in. Which is
This is Ben.
Hi.
Hey!
I'm Zozo. Sorry, but I always wanted to do this thing. 안녕하세요, Xenia. And I'm Ildi. Nice to meet you, everyone. We are here today to celebrate basically a year anniversary of our YouTube channel, which we literally set up while actually being a student of the K-pop Academy. Because Xenia happens to be an
XOL!
as Kat here suggested, I'm an XOL, which is my full-time occupation, but I'm also a financial analyst, and I just happen to have an office in central London. And Ildi, may I start with our first video then? I know you started...
you just talk about it.
So I just love it. We started it as a homework.
Yeah.
So we just met in a lunch break, and it was very, very crowded. We didn't really have any equipment or something, but I do remember for 10 minutes we tried to place my phone, which was constantly falling, and people around us were looking at us like, what the hell are they doing? A month later, Ildi will go into detail exactly what we're doing, but a month later, Ildi calls me and says, 100,000 views, and I'm like, what do you mean 100,000 views? And that was it. I mean, I don't know how this happened, but Ildi, what we're doing? So what we are doing, we have a lovely little K-pop channel where we talk about music, we talk about Korean popular culture, we reference K-drama, but we don't have a K-drama expert on board just yet. So we mainly talk about the musical aspect of it. And what basically happened at that point, I think in a couple of weeks, we had around 20,000-30,000 views, and then it kind of stands around 130 something at this point.
Yeah.
So so what we're basically doing, we have a couple of few videos now. It's around 120 something, and we have a couple more in development. And a year is a long time. So we developed quite a few streams within the channel, and I was trying to summarize it for you guys because we all work full time. So this is a hobby and a love project for us. But the streams that we are doing at the moment, aka series of videos around one team, are going to be introduced by the main contributors on the channel. Let's start with Ben.
Okay, so I have the advantage of living in the same town as Ildi, so we're the Oxford squad. So we meet up in the groups in the weeks even. So the ones I've helped out with are kind of introductions to groups. So that was my introduction to the channel. Was I introduced my favourites, which are FX and Infinite. Woo woo. So that was my introduction. We've gone on with that, kind of introducing random whatnot. I've introduced Coco Story and Cross Gene, and they didn't do very well, but whatever.
Those were really funny. Those videos are really funny now.
Yeah, they were fun. But I also help out. Well, I'm like the nerd of the group who gets way too deep into the music. So I kind of helped Ildi create the producer spotlight series, where we instead of looking at groups, we look at the producer who wrote, produced, mixed everything, made it great. So we've only done one producer so far, haven't we? We did Sweet Tune, which was really fun.
Just started off doing something very similar to Ben, so introducing groups, and as the 12th K-pop Academy know, I'm more of a girl group fans, so SNSD are like my babies, and so is Taeyeon. So I started off doing a series where there was quite a lot of us at your house, and we reacted, to all of kind of like Girls' Generation's biggest hits, and that actually surprisingly became quite popular.
That's around like the most popular ones, 80,000.
Yeah. Oh.
80,000.
Oh.
So you're doing
Yay! So but mainly, actually, I'm a singer, and I have my own YouTube, and I create K-pop covers under the alias of Zozo and AHN, cheeky plug. And actually, during the K-pop Academy, I found out that Ildi really liked to sing as well, and was incredible at it as well. So we decided to do something crazy in July, and we actually created a duo called Zodiac, as Zozo and Ildi, and Zodi and AC in brackets, because that's the extra bit. Zodiac was formed, and we decided to enter the K-pop World Festival together. Has anyone heard of the K-pop World Festival before? Yeah. And we won. Thank you. Yeah, we won the vocal category, and I instantly cried, and Ildi did all the professional stuff. And very recently, we've been sort of working towards becoming more of a duo together, and we have lots of plans for the future. And actually, it was only this time last week that we won the K-pop national competition for vocals as well. So we've been quite busy, and we're realising that actually, we can probably go somewhere with this. So we've started to create a little reality show of our process of becoming Zodiac. So there was a weekend in prep for the K-pop World where we had our very first photo shoot at 3 a.m. in the morning. And we both went to the Loco Blackpink dance class together. I think I enjoyed it a bit more than Ildi did.
I was crying. I was like, this is not working.
And just kind of like getting to grips with learning about the life of a K-pop idol and how it all works. And we found that weekend really quite difficult, but it's something that we're very passionate about, and so we are going to start, drip feeding that into the YouTube channel as well.
And I'm sitting here listening to all of that and just wondering how can this possibly happen? I mean, and it all started with, as we already said, Ildi and myself recording only one video, and the top bit is mine. EXO versus BTS. That was the... I guess it was, whose idea it was to put EXO versus BTS in the title of the video. I guess that's what the main trigger that made all the people go and watch it. But instead of fan wars, they only saw Ildi and myself back hugging, doing all those cute thingies. Yeah, you could possibly get to the point that I'm the extra bit in this lot. I'm very hyped. The extra bit is my baby. We had a comeback yesterday, so yeah. I'm not okay. I'm not
Still in shock.
I have difficult times in my life. So basically we started only with discussing what the BTS songs are. We started doing reactions on EXO videos and BTS videos. And then if you ever watch something on our channel, it was us reacting for like 4 minutes. And then 20 minutes of talks. And it was some gibberish bubbling, mumbling. But along with that, we discovered quite a lot of topics that we never actually thought about. It's about the life of an idol, about how exactly they're producing music, how many problems they're having, and I'm relating to lots and lots, like every single BTS video that we were doing. We were thinking about the topics that idols are trying to address in their songs, how exactly they're writing lyrics, or they cannot write their own lyrics, and a conflict here as well. So this is basically us. We're sitting in front of our, still my phone, and it keeps falling again. And we just talk, and then we realize there is so much that is left untalked about. It's somewhere there. We never see anything like this anywhere. So we just decided to keep it as a safe haven first for ourselves, then we discovered something else, which the guys already addressed. And there are so many subscribers to our channel, more than 3,000.
And we receive positive comments. I've never seen any negatives, honestly. And as you know, we never actually asked to subscribe to our channel. Well, at this point, I would name it Ildi's channel because she's only doing all the administrative work, and like without her, it wouldn't exist in the first place.
Oh.
So there was so many lovely comments, and this is how I realized that our little channel is the platform for discussions, and we're very welcoming in terms of people coming in and starting discussions, bringing their own ideas and helping us to develop it. And this is what I think about bringing our ideas out and trying to do that cultural exchange. Just on the, I mean, like YouTube is the only platform, but we can definitely take it further. And I guess I'm talking too much because this is definitely Ildi's spot. Sorry.
Oh, thank you. Thank you guys. It's lovely to hear everything. There's one other topic that I need to talk about, which is one of our recent stream, which you are going to see a sneak peek of, which is K-pop classics. So basically, we are watching Shinhwa, H.O.T, and like, oh my god, that's so entertaining. So that's again something that we started to do with Ben, and we are going to continue. I want to just bring you a couple of statistics just so you understand like the background of the channel. So the channel itself, again, like we don't monetize it. We didn't even turn it into a branded channel yet. We just simply didn't have the time. We're learning how to do editing like on the go. So it's very amateur, but the interesting thing, the kind of response that we are seeing, that the charm of it comes from the fact that it's basically about us. It's just very natural. It's like fan-created content for fans. So on some videos we don't have a lot of views. On some videos we have insane amount of views and they just don't make any sense. Like the Truth Untold conversation with Ben and myself, that's just soaring. And it's exactly the same as the previous one, but for some reason people just like it better. It's a very popular song, I'm guessing. Long story short, but the comments that we received are always very detailed. The only really negative comments that we're getting that I talk too much, which is fair. So that's actually just stating the fact. So the thing is, on our channel, what really is important is the engagement that we have, and we are trying to spark discussions. That means that you can talk about your favorite band. It can be another one, and you can do comparative studies almost in the comment sections, and that's what we do in the discussions as well. That we talk about the genre, if you can call it a genre. We talk about industry, the entertainment industry as a whole, and how we try to look at it in a holistic way, and the output that we talked about kind of like streams coming out of that holistic view of, okay, let's take a look at the classic element, let's take a look at the production side of it, let's take a look at this and that. But the interesting thing is, you would assume, yeah, it's just 4 of us. No, it's not. It's not at all. Actually, many people who are sitting here already were featured on the channel. So like they were already in videos. What we are going to do is, I literally lunch break, I cut together like a short video of like some moments and then some things that like I wanted to show it to you guys so you get the gist of it. But the important thing is like the real heart of what we do is the community we have and the friendship we share. And I do believe, looking at the channel's, organic improvement, because we don't do any promotion, we don't do anything. Like people just come and see and watch and leave comments. So it's like what we think, it's authenticity aspect of it. What people always talk about in social media, it really does matter. And I think this is what keeps people on our channel, nothing else. Because we are not that clever, we are not that, interesting. It's just the real people who are real fans, and they can put somebody, like a face, next to that YouTube ID or next to that Instagram ID that you have. It's kind of like that, coming out of the shadows as the K-pop online community. Who are those people? This is how we look like, and this is how we look like. So I think that really matters, and we try to, bring that aspect out. Again, just a small thing for you, the average viewership that we have. I wanted to put on some statistics, but I realized it's going to be a bit too boring. It's interestingly, many people would assume that the K-pop community is, it's much younger. Actually, the most people who watch us, obviously, that comes from the fact that that's how old we are, but they are kind of our age. So our biggest age group is around from 18 to 25. And then the second age group comes from the 14-18, and then we have a massive chunk of 25 up to 30 and above. And again, it's when it comes to gender ratio, on our channel it's around 35 male and the rest female. And what else that I found very interesting as well, we are talking about K-pop community. I do have to tell you that when it comes to our channel, obviously our channel is an international one. We have viewers in the UK, but not that much. So it's actually one of our goals to gain more visibility through connecting to the K-pop, offline K-pop communities that we are part of, especially with Zozo. Now we got to know amazing K-pop cover bands, dancers, and then obviously we go to events ourselves. So that's something that we need to grow. But it's an incredibly international community. And sometimes it's a challenge for us to kind of, we receive comments in different languages. And sometimes it's like Google Translate, or like, like if some of us understands that language. But again, I think this is a massive part of the cultural exchange, that K-pop fans are everywhere. And they found elements of the music that they relate to their own culture, and then if there's a platform, which we are hoping to be, they're willing to discuss it. So our comment section is the best place really on our channel. Like, some of the comments are so intellectual, brilliant.
Actually, I really appreciate our talks after we watch the video, because first Ildi is watching, I am reacting over the top.
Screaming.
Well, at best, hitting people as well. Yeah. Oh, no, I can stop talking. Wonderful.
I'm going to take the mic from you.
Yeah.
So hello everyone. Hi everyone. We always talk about the K-pop Academy, right? And the Korean Cultural Center. And probably you thought that they are all our imaginary. Yeah, they are not even exist, yeah. But actually they are real, and here they are! So guys, you are going to join us in our videos to learn more about Korean culture. See you soon!
And now we are into the Q&A part of it, because we just love feedback, and we encourage our subscribers to be nice to each other on the comment section as well, which surprisingly actually works. And we were wondering about these kind of questions about, like, what are the expectations and reality, quality versus quantity, offline and online communities, and how does that translate? So if you have any thoughts, please do share it with us. And this, we are thinking about changing the name actually recently, because it used to be Zozo and Ildi, but now we are thinking about changing it to maybe the Bubble Tea Squad, which is the title of our WhatsApp group. So it's kind of, we are thinking about 12 K-pop Academy, Bubble Tea Squad, but that's up for discussion, so any ideas are welcome. But this has been Xenia, Zozo,